When it comes to the eBay's algorithm, eBay mentions this. Here's what happens. eBay said, our algorithm follow the buyer by paying attention to things like this. First, what they click on and don't click on. Second, how much they engage with your stuff, with your listings. For example, when they click on your item, what is their next action? Do they click on a picture? Do they click on a description? Do they make any other clicks? Or they just opt out? Because every click on your listing matters for the algorithm. That's what they're collecting data from. Okay? So the third one is score of completed transactions. What does it mean? Is basically, let's say for example you are selling coffee table and you got 100 clicks from 100 different persons on this coffee table listing. Okay, we call it, it's a viewers, 100 views. Okay, so now what's the action out of this? How many sold item you got out of the 100 clicks? 3, 5, 6, none? So this is what it means, score of completed transaction. That's why eBay said, instead of worrying about what the algorithm likes, it's better to focus on what your buyer likes instead. If you do that and buyer will engage, the algorithm will follow and algorithm will gonna promote you for free. Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. We must focus on the buyer because the buyer is the most important thing for the eBay, right? However, does it mean that we just forget about the algorithm? No way. All those things you heard about like title, keywords, pictures, description, item specifics and all those things which matters for the eBay's metadata. But those things matters only based on the buyer's engagement or non-engagement. That's why so focused we have to be on a buyer. When we connect all those things like keywords and the words and description, what we put in description and how we make titles and how we make those pictures, it's not for the algorithm, it's for the buyers. Because when buyer comes to the search engine and types in something which we have in our data for our listing and they match each other, okay, that's where metadata comes in and starts to pick up the information from this engagement, what happened between you and the buyer. That's what metadata is looking for. And if you have a good success in making this match there, eBay will gonna promote you free. Understanding those keyword phrases are so crucially important, that you are looking for the products which are in a low competition. Buy keyword phrases first, product after, not way around, because you don't want to have a hot selling product with the high competition and be ranked very low. You rather want to have a low competition product where you can high rank very easy, with less job, with less headache or non-headache. And here is the key for your success. It depends on how well you will optimize your listing for that keyword phrase you choose to rank for. And that brings us to the meaning of 799 training program, which is created specifically to trigger eBay's algorithm daily, on a daily basis from the week number 1 as you started as a beginner on eBay. Because the whole thing here is that you have to understand that eBay's algorithm is not active, it's reactive. It's in the reaction mode all the time. Whatever you put out there as a product, eBay's algorithm will not gonna act on your product unless somebody will gonna start engaging with your product. That's where eBay's algorithm in this engagement comes into and picks the data, collecting the data about the product, about you, and about the value of the product which is on their platform. Now, when you know that eBay is not measuring only one data, but there are thousands of metadatas what eBay is measuring. Now you can understand that there is no one thing on what to focus on, only on the titles, or only on a hot selling product, or only on a whatever you choose. Nothing like one specific thing or very trick there. And if you are wondering why your products are not selling, then here is the answer. There are thousands of metadata what eBay is measuring on your listing, around your listing, inside your listing. And because of those metadata what they collected from the buyer's engagement or non-engagement, this is what matters, how you position yourself and why you have sales or you do not have sales. It's never about the product. It's all about customers' engagement. Do you have engagement or you are just missing the point? Stick with me a little bit. We're gonna go a little bit deeper here, okay? So when you publish your first item there, or whatever, your new item when you publish out there, what matters is how your buyer, potential buyer, your customer, how they will gonna react on that. And I used to think about the customers or buyers in the two different categories. They are the buyers and they are just the travelers. So obviously, if you want to grow your account and your sales, on what you have to focus now? On the travelers or on the potential buyers? What are their behaviors when they click on your listing? What's the next move? Are they just landing there and then they opt out? Or they just click on your listing and then they click on something else and then something else inside your listing? They spend some time there, make some clicks there, finding out what's in there. That's absolutely matters. That's a big +1 for you. And there is the trick. Because if you have seen on eBay, there is suggested listings, right? And guess what are those listings on the suggested areas? Those are the listings which has been collected more clicks already in eBay's data, metadata, okay? Those eBay takes those listings with the most clicks on, and that's where they suggested them to the next buyer. And guess what are those listings under your listing there on eBay? Those are not some random listings just out there. Those listings are with the clicks on, because eBay is very smart. They take those listings which collect a lot of clicks, and when you put something, your product out there, the suggested listings comes around your listing with the click collection, okay? Now the interesting part starts. As you know that those listings around your listing are the listings which collected the most clicks, right? What is that you need to do to be shown on another listings or around another listings? I hope you got the answer already. Of course, you need to collect more clicks, because if you will be collecting, if your particular item will gonna be collecting clicks, this item will gonna be the one whom eBay will gonna promote for free around another listings. Do you understand how important it is now to get engagement from the customers? And wait a second, this is not the end, okay? There is something even more powerful. That's why I teach in 799. Everything what you have to do at the very beginning to get increase, okay, is you have to get the sale as soon as possible. Because when you get sale, it means what? It means you got some clicks on them, right? You got to click, boom, sale, okay? Now, think a little bit with all the information that I gave it you in this video. When you got the clicks and you got the sale, even if you break even just for $7.99, that's what we do at the very beginning. That's why $7.99 student goes like a rocket out, right? Because we implement this strategy. And eBay kicks in now and takes your product and puts your product around all other listings, suggested product for all other listings, because you got not only clicks, but you got the powerful clicks, which is click and sold. Click and sold means you will gonna be around more and more listings. That's why you have to, as a beginner, as a newbie, that's why you have to focus so much on getting clicks, first of all. Secondly, of having sale as soon as possible, having sale. And if you can make the eBay's buyer to become your follower, eBay assumes that you are a fantastic seller. This one's a little secret nobody teaches out there. How to gain eBay's followers. Actually, you need to have those followers. This is a very good sign on an eBay's algorithm side. And your listings are gonna be most likely picked up and promoted by eBay for free. So this is where we start talking about the competition. Have you seen my latest video about competition? If not, I'm gonna put here the video about the competition. Take a look. This is crucial important. And one thing keep in mind, that your main picture for the product always competing with another main pictures for the same product. So you want to be really smart what you do with your pictures, because this is the number one attention grabber out there. If your pictures are the same like everybody else's pictures, your listings will gonna struggle, because you will not gonna have clicks. If you don't have clicks, you will not gonna have sales. If you don't have clicks and sales, you will not gonna be promoted on around another seller's items. I hope it makes sense now. This is the advantage what we have over another dropshippers and sellers, because we are paying so much attention to the pictures and to the titles and to having clicks as much as possible, because we understand the eBay's algorithm. You might say, oh my gosh, this is so complicated, all this stuff and competition out there. No, you see, there is solution for everything. Always there are gonna be newbies, somebody who is opening account today. There are always somebody who have 100 feedbacks and who starts selling already like clockwise, you know. And there is a big sharks, big fishes, of course. So here's the deal. As you know how eBay algorithm works and how to trigger eBay's algorithm with what kind of like actions to put, how to do the metadata the best way possible. If you start doing those things, your progress will gonna be so much faster and so much scalable compared to another people who don't know this. Because this stuff what I'm teaching you here right now, even in this short video about the eBay's algorithm, nobody ever teaches this on the YouTube there. Now I gave you the fuel for your listing to be taking off, right? So use that fuel and fill up your listings with this fuel for eBay's algorithm to be picked up. This is very powerful stuff, guys. By the way, if you want something else, check out this video here. This will gonna be the same blaster for you, because this is very important. This is what we do, okay? And don't forget to click this button here. Take care for the next time.